Hey everyone, how's it going today? It's Saturday, January 26, 2019. It's been a while since I've put out any messages to you guys. So I had a talk with my team. We just finished up the Saturday morning class, and I kind of had a mat chat with my team, and I figured it'd be good to kind of share this with everyone out there. So, time vampires. I wasn't made aware that they even existed up until maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, probably somewhere around in that range. And man, they can be some pretty tough creatures, man, to deal with. And now that I know that they exist, I'm well aware of and more mindful of them, and I'm always looking out for them. So what it is a time vampire is someone that is eating up your time. When you are focused, you have a goal, you're trying to get things done, and then someone just comes out of nowhere and wants to hold a conversation with you about nothing really important. They just want to kill some time because they're bored, don't have a hobby, don't have goals, what have you. They just want to eat up some time of yours. So I shared that with my team today. I already had one student right after class was like, "Hey, Coach, I appreciate that. Like, that was a great talk." So I just figured, you know what? Let me just share that with everyone because I think it's important. Doesn't matter what you're doing, time vampires are everywhere. They're everywhere, like at your job, like jiu-jitsu class, in the gym. Just pick a place and they are there. So again, these are people, these are individuals that are cutting into your time, that are sucking time away from you, taking your mind and your focus off of your goal and things that you're supposed to be getting done, and because they would just want to hold just a random conversation about just about anything or their problems. Now, I'm big on helping people out. Like I say it all the time, like any of my students need my time far as like something serious that has happened, they're going through some tough times or whatever, like for sure I'm there to talk to all day. Like parents come up to me like, "Hey, you talk to my kid, like they're having trouble in school, grades, whatever have you, bullying." But when it comes to just like random conversations, when I'm focused on something and I'm trying to get something done, and you see that I'm trying to get things done, and you just come out of your way to come talk to me about nothing, you're a time vampire. And I just like don't have time for that. You know what I mean? So I'll give you a couple examples. Let's say you're at the gym, working out, lifting some weights. You see them everywhere. Lifetime, 24-hour fitness, the Y, everywhere. You got individuals that have on their headphones, they're in the zone, they're working, they're sweating, and you got those other ones that are taking selfies, and they want to come in and talk to you in between reps. And then you got to go, "Huh? What'd you say?" "Oh, yeah." And then you try to put the earbud back in, and they still want to hold the conversation after you already answered their question because they're not focused. They don't want to stick to the grind. They don't want to get things done. They're just there just to be there, just to, do their Instagram post or their whatever post, and they're in the way, So you have to let those people know right away, "Hey, look, not right now. Like, I got to get things done. Like, I got a goal I'm trying to hit. You should get busy too. Figure something out. Like, get a hobby, do something, like get back to work. But right now, get focused on your goal. You're interrupting me from mine." Sometimes you just got to let people know. You just got to let people know what they're doing. You're not being rude. You're not being, foul. It's just, that's the thing. Most people don't really have any other extracurricular activities. They kind of go to work, and then they just watch TV afterwards, and that's it, And then you got those other individuals that get out of work, and they got this time frame to get things done, and this time frame to get that done, and this time frame to get that done, and then it's time to go to bed and get ready for the next day, and then do it all over again. Then you got those individuals that just are bored out of their mind, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? Let's talk. Let's have a conversation." Can't do that. It happens in jiu-jitsu class all the time. That's a big no-no, especially in my program. Like in my class, my academy, it just doesn't happen. There's no talking. Once we shake hands and the bell rings and the rolls start, no talk. But you always get those individuals, "Hey, they want to know how your day is going," or they just random conversation, and they're eating up the clock. Like, okay, there was 7 minutes on the clock. Now it's down to like 5.5. Now we're down to 4. No rolling yet. Man, I just find a new partner quick. Like, you know what? Hey, this person really isn't a good training partner. You need to go find someone that's ready to put in the work, because wherever you drove from wherever you walk from, rode your bike from, wherever you came from, to take time out of your day to go and train, and then someone's there to just eat up your time when you got like minimal, like you have a time slot, whether your jiu-jitsu class is an hour, hour and a half, you're there to work. You need to utilize your time. Maybe you only come 3 times a week or 2 times a week. Maybe you come every day, but when you're there to put in that work, right? So that's our program. That's what that's at least that's what I'm about. Like, I'm very like militant when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, man, once that bell rings, like the talking stops, and we're there just to put in the work. You know, we can conversate after class, we can conversate in the locker room, parking lot, like lobby area, like where I'm sitting at. But when it comes to the mat, the training time, no talking, man. You know, and for me, those individuals that like to talk during the rounds, I don't talk back. I just try to choke them and try to armbar them and do whatever I need to do to them, because they'll stop talking. They'll have to defend themselves and quit all the talking out because you're just like, you know, you're trying to smash them. That's the way it should be. Same thing, like I said, it could be like at work. I had a situation earlier, you know, someone was supposed to be doing something here at work for me, some office things, and then someone else comes in and they're just eating up the time, sitting at the front desk, talking about whatever, you know, and it's stopping my employee from getting things done. I had to come around the corner and be like, hey, excuse me, like, I'm sorry, but, you know, we gotta, you know, we got a time frame here. We're trying to get things done, and if it's not pertaining to anything that we're doing here right now, then it can wait, right? And it should wait, you know. So basically what I'm getting at is let people know they need to respect your time. Have them respect your time. Let them know up front, because it'll help you get a lot more things done. You'll be more productive throughout the day. Like, no doubt about it, if you just let people know, hey, look, I'm busy from this time to this time. I'm sorry. Unless it's an emergency, 911, something, hit me up, man. I'll just, you know, I'll help you out. But if it's just, you know, you bored and you want to eat up my time, you're disrespecting. Like, you're not respecting my time that's valuable, that I'm trying to get things done, and you're not allowing me to do that. So what kind of friend are you? You know what I mean? Yeah, as another example, I'm not putting names out there, but, you know, someone was supposed to train earlier. They're not on the mat, wondering where they're at. They're on the phone. Someone called them. You didn't tell them you were training? Well, I didn't know this conversation was going to turn into a 20-minute conversation. This individual missed jiu-jitsu class today. Full gi, belt tied. It wasn't even important. I was like, well, did something happen? Did they get hurt? Did they get in an accident? They in the hospital? No, they just were talking. And I'm like, man, you missed jiu-jitsu class for that? Like, for that? So, couple situations, you know, today is just, and again, I brought it up to my team, so I just figured, you know, it's been a while since I put something out there. I think this is very important. I think if you're a person that is a go-getter, you got goals, you're trying to get to that other level, and whatever it is, your job or something, you're always gonna have these time vampires, man, trying to suck the life out of you, man. It's some of the best advice one of my business mentors gave me many years ago, and man, it's just I'm more aware of it, and I try to make people like respect my time. You know, I know for sure some people, you know, they'll talk about me, how I'm back. Oh man, Alvarez is this, he's that. You know, hey, look, I'm trying to get things done, and I can't do them if you're not, you know, you're not helping me here. You're hurting the situation. So have people respect your time. They'll respect you more for that. When people around you respect you more for that, because you're trying to get things done, and hopefully they'll become more like you. You know, that's the way that's my mindset. That's the way I think. I'm not trying to go into the average mindset, the average way people do things. I'm always trying to get things done. And so if you want to be around me and you want to hang out with me and be around my circle, you need to do what I do. You need to eat right, you need to exercise, you need to run, you need to work out. Training jiu-jitsu is for sure one of them. But you got to have that mindset of like, look, man, I don't play no games. You know, life is short. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I don't know when it's going to end. I don't have time to screw around. Like, I want to get things done. And some people play around with their life too much. They just do. It's just the honest truth. Like, they think they're going to live forever. And unfortunately, we're not, you know. I'm pretty sure everyone that's watching this or is going to watch this on the replay, we all have a friend or family member that is no longer here, okay? You're still here. I'm still here. I don't have time to play with. I got to get things done. And you can't get them done with those time vampires, all right? Have people respect your time. You'll get more things done, be more productive, and accomplish more things. All right, you guys have a great Saturday afternoon. I'll talk to you next time.